how do you assess the practice match?
Solid hit out, obviously. Good to have some competition outside of our own. Obviously doing lots of intra-clubs and stuff pre-season, so it's good to have a hit out. Obviously my first game this year with the boys, so just good to get that connection back. Good to play with some of the boys and some of the younger boys coming through, Sully and stuff playing in the back line, so good fun to do that. And yeah, solid hit out, good to have the fans here, yeah, so not too much from it, but yeah, obviously a few positives and negatives to take away from it, and we'll work with that. Yeah.
How much does last year's, we've asked everyone, how much does last year's game against Brisbane in the finals play into the opening round?
I don't know, I think both sides are going to have slightly different teams. Obviously most of the boys are going to be around, obviously a lot of them are pretty similar and we're pretty similar, but it's a new year obviously, and it's obviously a really good game to be a part of. So you know, we're pretty lucky as well. We had to play the first game of the year against them, prime time, you know, Thursday night footy, so should be a good one. I'm excited to play in. I know a lot of the other boys are pretty excited to get stuck into it, so yeah, I don't really think we're worried too much about prelim last year, just, you know, new year, hopefully, yeah, have a good start to the year.
Was it a little different for you? You made your debut around 16 over the second half of the season. You're getting ready for an opening round game, and how does that feel?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think if I look back at my time, like this time 12 months ago, I'm probably just getting ready for a VFL pracky and getting ready to have a good year through there. So yeah, definitely a bit of a different preparation, but super excited. I guess that's what we all do. Come here to play AFL footy. Come to play in those big games. Obviously Brisbane at the Gabba on a Thursday night, first game of the year. It's pretty exciting. So no, I'm just taking it in my stride, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. Can't wait to get into it.
Apart from good mate Zach Guthrie, who have you been leaning on to help guide you this season?
I think it's just still Z. Like, he still does a lot. I still do a lot of work with him, but it's probably the backs as a collective. We've been working really well together. Probably a little bit of Mitch Duncan as well, a bit of guidance, just because, you know, obviously he's so experienced. But I think the back line as a cohort, we've all worked really well together. You know, there's a lot of experience back there. I'm the most inexperienced by a long way. So yeah, I've got a pretty good group around me. We've got, you know, Mark Blitzarves and Jack Henry and Shuey, obviously. So we've got a good group around us. So no, it's been good.
Your trajectory from where you were obviously 12 months ago to now, I mean, where do you expect to see yourself at the end of this season as well? You could be one of the best players in the comp at this rate.
It's hard. I probably try not to look at the outcomes. I think that's probably something I learned from not getting drafted. It's probably, you know, you got to just look at the process and not worry too much about the outcomes, because that's probably when you start to play mind games with yourself. So yeah, just trying to focus on the process, making sure I'm training well, trying to get fitter, you know, just trying to improve every day, because yeah, you start looking at the outcomes, I think it's going to be pretty, it's just I feel like you're always chasing something. So yeah, always looking to just improve, I think, personally. And if that comes, obviously the accolades are nice, but it's not why you play. So, but yeah, 100%. Hopefully just improve and keep getting better as the year goes on.
Like, why do you think you were overlooked in the draft? Why do you think so many teams didn't want to take a punt on you?
I think like, I hadn't probably proved a whole lot yet at waffle level. I played, I think, 10 or 11 games at Swans in the league team, and you know, I was still pretty raw. And yeah, I think it was probably, I got really lucky, to be honest, with Geelong. There wasn't too many clubs that were interested, and I think Geelong have a knack for picking, you know, guys out of nowhere. So I was just, yeah, grateful for the opportunity. But yeah, I think just pretty lucky, to be honest. Yeah, I think I've worked hard, but yeah, wasn't there when I was 18. So yeah, got a bit mature.
You were signed for this year, but you signed an extension to the end of 2026 at the end of last year. How easy of a decision was that? And you know, particularly you're so far away from home in WA, was it still easy to kind of be like, my future is here in Geelong?
Yeah, well, I think I like to think of myself as a pretty loyal person, and obviously having a couple of years where nobody was really interested, and then still Geelong were really the only team that had genuine interest. I think I really respect and am grateful for the support that they gave me, and I think the club in general, they've really put their arms around me moving over, because myself and Mitch Edwards both moved over together, and I thought their support networks are really good, and they made me feel really comfortable really quickly. And I think that's probably why I had like such a good year last year. I don't know if I'd do that at any other club. Obviously, I don't know, but I just think the support networks that Geelong have in general is a big reason for why I had such a good year, and why the signing an extension was really easy as well. So no, just grateful to be here. It's obviously a great club, so yeah, happy to be here.
What's up, Tracy?
Yeah, I reckon it was a bit of a weird one, just because it's like, or I wouldn't really know, only my first proper one, but it was pretty short, I guess, for a lot of boys saying, I guess we play the second last game of the year and then into the first game of the year, and even like Feb 6, March 6? Yeah, March 6, being the first game, like pretty early in the year. So short pre-season, but yeah, short and intense, I guess, which is good. I think most boys probably prefer that. I think we're all, like raring to go. I think pre-season's done. I'm not a massive fan of pre-season, so I'm pretty keen to get into games, so I'm excited.
And you're one of the younger players in the Indigenous All-Star game. What was that experience for you?
Yeah, it was unreal. Really lucky to be selected in that side and to play in that side. A lot of really good players. Good to make some connections as well with boys from around the league, because obviously, it's just good to have those support networks as well from other clubs and just to know other players. And I guess being able to go back to Perth and play a game in front of family and friends to start the year, probably a bit of a confidence boost as well, just being around people with all the love and support. So no, it was a really good experience. I was really grateful to be picked, and hopefully we can do it every year, every second year, because I guess being in that environment was really good fun. I think a lot of the boys took a lot out of it. A lot of the Indigenous boys took a lot out of it. So hopefully they all have good years, and I think they will, because it was a really good, positive camp, and yeah, had a lot of fun.
They also floated potentially that it could, State of Origin return, Indigenous All-Stars and that. Is that a format that you'd like to see, or more so those games against another team?
Yeah, I guess being I've always been a WA boy and a pretty passionate WA boy, I've always wanted to see State of Origin, so I'd love to see State of Origin footy played. I guess it's a bit hard. It depends on the players if they want to buy in, because people probably aren't going to be too interested if there's not a complete buy-in by the players. So, but I definitely think the Indigenous All-Stars, we'd want to play anybody. I think just being able to play together as a group was just really exciting. We'll kind of play, I'm sure as a group, we'd all want to play anyone, just because it's really fun to play. And I think the format of playing it in the community series is kind of good as well, because it's not too much taking too much away from the club. So, but I guess I don't really know. The clubs would know better than I would. But yeah, I enjoyed that and think that'd be a good format.
Have you had much to do with Baz since he's coming to the team?
Well, I haven't played with him yet, but obviously, he's brings a lot of energy to the club. So yeah, he's always around in the hall, running amok, to be honest. So he's really good energy, and he's going to be really exciting for us. Obviously, playing all through the year, so I'm really excited to play with him. And he works really hard, so I'm sure he's going to have a pretty good year, and he'll be pretty hungry, obviously, having a year off. So I'm excited to see what he can bring to the team.